hello, what's up, bosses? I hope you all are doing well and that your hustles are thriving. Now, if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. This is Tell and Sell with Naomi, the best place to learn how to grow your business using digital marketing skills. Now, if you have already subscribed, thank you so much. And if you feel like this is a channel that you would really like to learn from and watch more stuff from, go right ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell button so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Now, let's get started with today's video. If you follow me on social media, you already know that in the month of July, I have been talking about social media content and how to go about it. And today, I'm going to be talking more about that in terms of how to be consistent with your content and branding. Now, consistency in terms of content and branding will help you achieve a whole lot of things. And I'm just going to mention a few so that you guys understand how important it is for you to be consistent with your content and branding. Number one, consistency with content and branding is going to help you gain authority in the niche that you're in. It's also going to help you create a nice relationship where your audience will not be afraid to engage with you and will just become loyal to your brand. It will also help you to be memorable because you can't forget a brand that you keep seeing and they're consistent with how they present their content, with how they present information, with how they communicate with you. It's just not possible to forget them, all right? It will also help you to stand out from the crowd. As we know, social media is full of so many brands doing amazing stuff. So you also need to stand out from the crowd and use your content and branding to do so. Being consistent on social media is not an easy job. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It is a lot of dedication, a lot of commitment, and most people really feel like they would somehow run out of content, and they don't know what to post anymore because they feel like they've posted so much and they're running out. But you can explore a lot more that is around your niche and make sure that you never run out of content. What do I mean by this? I mean, don't just advertise. For example, if you are a fashion shop, and I always use this example because I feel like I've seen so many fashion brands on social media and on Instagram, to be specific, that it's my go-to example. Anyway, if you're a fashion business and you're selling clothes, don't just post images of clothes that you're selling or you have in stock. Always consider exploring topics that are around your niche, which is fashion. For example, you can always come up with videos showing your audience how to style different pieces within your collection. You can also show them how they can apply these clothing styles in their daily lives, and that will make you a bit more relatable. It will make you a friend. It will make you a bit more familiar and a place that they can get value and not just goods, if you understand what I mean. So consider not just advertising all the time. Consider just doing stuff that will involve a lot of creativity and will add value to your social media content. Another way that you can remain consistent with your content and branding is that you need to identify your brand voice and how you want to communicate. Now, there's some elements that can guide you on how to pick your brand voice. This is by understanding who your audience is. Again, if you're a fashion brand and you're selling clothes to people within the age of say 18 to around 40 or maybe 50, just understand your audience. Know what gender you sell to. Maybe you just sell to women or maybe you just sell to men. Understand their language. Understand how a person would speak to their friend, and then use that to pick your style of communication and your brand voice. So this will help people to not just see you as a brand, but see you as a friend that they can always talk to, that they can always, rely on to come through when they need stuff that you sell, all right? It'll also help you gain recognition as a brand, and people will always come to mind when they think fashion. It's just a way of creating top of the mind awareness for your audience. So just have a unique brand voice, have a unique style of communication, all right? Just go through your brand, understand what it stands for, understand your mission and vision, and then just merge that with your people, who you talk to, who you want to reach to, and then you will be able to come up with your brand voice and style of communication. Another way you can remain consistent is by posting regularly and frequently. Now, there's a whole lot that goes into this, and I'm gonna dive into details when it comes to content and what kind of content you're supposed to be posting and how you're supposed to, consider different elements when you're creating your content even before you post. All right. So number one, you will have to come up with relevant and authentic content. Do not copy people and do not use other people's posts as your own. Okay, that's a huge problem, and I think I'm going to be covering that in the next month. That is how to be ethical on social media and make sure that your brand does not get sued or does not get into any entanglement with any other brand. Okay, it's a really ugly kind of entanglement. All right, so legal entanglement, yes, that's what I meant. Anyway, you have to make sure you are representing your brand authentically when you're using your content to reach your audience. Okay, another thing that you really need to ensure is that your brand elements are clearly visible in your content. If it's your brand logo, if it's your brand colors, if it's your brand style, if it's vintage, if it's you use black and white, just look for filters and other elements that you can use to set yourself apart and make sure people know that this kind of content is definitely this brand, specific brand's kind of content. All right, so please consider that. Do not use other people's content and pass it as your own. That is illegal in so many ways. Do not do that. Just do the work. Use your creativity, come up with your own content, and you will be rewarded for that. Trust you me, you will be rewarded for that. All right. Consider creating different types of content for different types of platforms. Okay. Do not create like a one size fits all. That's not how it works, because different platforms have different features and support different types of content differently. So I did a video on that. You can go right ahead and check it out. I'll link a card up here so that you can at least get more clarification on that. I will also encourage you to consider different posting frequencies per platform, because again, different platforms have different algorithms that work differently. So consider your posting frequency. Just test and see what frequency works best for every platform. All right. The reason why I think you need to get a balance on your posting frequency is because if you post too much, you are going to tire your audience. You're just going to fatigue your audience for no reason. And if you don't post frequently enough, you will get less reach as you go. So that's not going to work for your benefit. It's perfect for you to just find a balance on the frequency of posting. If you're going to post once a day every day, that's fine. If you're going to be posting twice a day every 4 days of the week, that's fine. It's up to you to test and see what works best for you. Another very clever way to make sure that you remain consistent with your content is to come up with a content calendar. Now, this will help you know which days to post what, and this will also help you to kind of like get a grip of understanding of how your month looks like and what days of observance you have, so that you can curate your content towards observing those particular days, so that you just don't get confused or disorganized. It's a way of staying organized, and you feel like you need to adjust your content calendar as you go right ahead and do so. It is not written in stone that whatever it is that you decide at the beginning of the month is what needs to happen. It's just a way of guiding you through the month, but you can always tweak it according to how you feel is best for your brand. But having a content calendar, monthly content calendar, I would propose, is going to help you, definitely going to help you stay organized and know what is running for your business on that month. If you're having a sale, know when it's running and what kind of content you need to prepare for that specific period of time. If you're having a giveaway contest, you know what's happening at what time and how people are participating in that particular contest. So yes, consider having a monthly content calendar. And if you need any further guidance on that, I am here to help you. If you have any questions, just go right ahead and ask me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right. I would also recommend that you repurpose content, because you're always getting new followers as you go, and I'm sure they are not going to like scroll through your profile to like 3 years ago. So go right ahead and repurpose content. If you had a post on a specific topic, go right ahead and like make a video on it and then post it again. Okay, and if you can always transform content that you have posted before into various types of content, like from an image to a video, or a video to an infographic image, or stuff like that. Just look for creative ways to repurpose content so that most of your audience that are new are not left behind. They can always catch up as they go. Alright, and that's another way to ensure that you never run out of content. Repurposing content is definitely a thing. And for the purpose of branding, go right ahead and consider having a specific theme for your profile, and like treat your social media like a website. Have a specific theme that you go by, just so that when people see it, they can definitely automatically just relate it to your brand, and they know who you are even before you announce yourself, which is just perfect for your brand. Consider having an aesthetic, a specific aesthetic. Consider using filters and themes that will work to your advantage and are in line with what it is that you want to communicate or want your brand to feel like. For this, you can get you can consult, and they can help you understand about color schemes and what different colors mean and what emotional response they trigger and stuff like that, so that you can be able to pick the right aesthetic for your brand. Last but not least, check what your competitors are doing in each and every platform. See what kind of images or videos or links they're posting, and then check if you are doing better or worse than them. Okay, check on how people engage with them, check what it is, the inventions that they're coming up with, and see how you can beat that, because you are not in business unless you can outdo your competition. It's fight for survival. That's what it is. You're in business to compete and to get stuff, because the market is big, but there are different people offering different stuff. So kind of check out your competition. Always check out your competition. It's a way for you to stay ahead all the time. Okay. Another thing that you'll need to do is always check what kind of content always performs best. If it's videos, do more videos. If it's images, do more images, and see how that works for you. If it's GIFs, if it's just some other animation stuff, just really check on which types of content do best and leverage on that moving forward. I hope I have made sense for you. I hope I have helped you, and I've given you like 1 to 3 tips that you can use for your brand and help you grow in terms of content, consistency, and branding. All right. If you have learned something new, go right ahead and tell me all about it, and tell me how you're going to use this for your brand. I'll be so happy to hear from you, and I'll be so happy to know that I'm impacting value and helping you guys grow your empires. All right. So again, if you haven't yet subscribed, go right ahead and do so, and hit the notification bell button so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Go right ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you felt like it was really helpful, and go right ahead and comment whatever it is that you want to tell me. I'm here for it. I got time, yo. So go right ahead and tell me about it. Follow me on my social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Until next time, keep winning, bosses.